So it's like Saturday night, and I'm laying in bed, and it's like, I don't know, going on 2 in the morning, after 2. I have no idea. I'm actually pretty tired. I'm ready to fall asleep, but my mind is like wound for sound. So I guess I'm just doing this little blog, whatever we'll call it. Yeah, I really need to get back into journaling, but that's old school. Not even that. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know why I haven't gotten back into it. I've gotten my journals out and everything, but whenever I feel like expressing, I just don't want to go writing it, I guess, but maybe I'll get back into it. But I'm putting this video out there for, I don't really think I have a reason or any intent behind it, but I just want to talk about things that I want to release and move away from, evolve and grow and learn from. And that's been an ongoing issue for me for the past couple of years, where I keep pissing people off. And honestly, it's not funny, but it is kind of funny because I feel like it's unjustified why people get mad at me and decide to exit my life, and sometimes without even saying anything. I just keep getting triggered. Today I went to go check on somebody, and saw they had blocked me, and text them, and they hadn't responded. And it's one of my newer friends, but I thought we were really close, and she was somebody that was going through similar issues as me, and I don't know. Anyways, I don't really care, but it feels like just a couple of days ago I ended a friendship with another friend, and then a couple months ago I ended a friendship. It's crazy because I have been making cuts from my life, and if I'm laughing, but it's almost like a crazy laugh because it bothers me, but it also is getting easier. And that's why I think it's like testing me, because I know I'm supposed to make changes in my life, and I have, and I know that many of these changes involve severing connections that are serving no purpose in my life. And that's what's been happening, as much as some of them actually do hurt. I know that's the reason why God has enlightened me to quite a bit going on with myself and others around me and just the world we live in. And I get it. It's part of my journey. And honestly, a loss is a loss. It's not like, first of all, it's not like anything is promised to any of us. So I don't know why I have to take things so personal and dwell on them. And I don't know. I guess it's healthy to process emotions and situations. So, and I would say I am doing it in a pretty good way, even though it's not like a traditional way, and most people don't consider it very wise or pleasant or tactful to put business out there. A lot of people like to say airing dirty laundry, and I hate that saying. Like, my laundry's not dirty, it's stained. There's no hiding it. There's no hiding those stains. They're there forever. And that's okay. I'm so tired. And I'm not going to even beat myself up for any of these losses. I mean, I even said it to my ex today, telling him how, I was like, it's like, because he was even surprised about this last one that just stopped being friends with me. And he's like, why? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. I'm like, just like the one before. It's like, I don't know why. They get mad at me and don't say anything and slink away. It's just crazy. And I even told him, though, I was like, it's it's really hard to it's hard to to resist wondering, like, am I the problem with these friendships that are just like crumbling? Like, I'm the common denominator, that whole thing. And then I reflect on myself and the parts I've played. And I'm not just being like blind to my downfalls, because I know I've got some. But in the area of being a good friend, I haven't done anything to these people. Maybe I didn't give them the attention they wanted, or I don't know. It's different reasons for different people, but I quite frankly, I don't really give a damn, because I'm so busy trying to work on myself and love myself and just grow physically. I'm trying to shrink physically, but I'm trying to grow in the way of health and spirituality and just mentally, and the trifecta: physical, mental, and spirit. And I recognized this before I even really started losing a bunch of friends, because I had, for a good beginning of my whole little spiritual journey outbreak, I fought with the majority of my family, and still for the same reason, which was their own reasons. Nothing I did to provoke them to engage with me, but I definitely drew a line in the sand, and I was like, standing my ground. And no different than when we used to fight when we were younger, of course. It all got, I don't want to say like, it's all good now. I was going to say squashed, but it really didn't. I mean, that's not how, I don't know how anybody else is with their siblings, but when you get in a fight, you kind of sometimes just don't even apologize, and they don't apologize, and come back together and act like nothing happened at Thanksgiving. Or sometimes Thanksgiving, everybody fights. But yeah, anyways, so, I mean, I'm so happy to say that for the majority of my family, my siblings, all but pretty much one, I'm back on good terms with them, and I knew eventually it would get there. I didn't think it would take as long as it did, but there were some major shakeups that I'm not gonna lie, that I inflicted. I don't want to. I feel like that's a little harsh, but yeah. And maybe that's what's going on with my friends. Maybe they feel a little shook up, and maybe some of them will come back, maybe not. But even like with my family, I was just so determined to do what was good for me and take toxicities away and bad vibes and negative energy, and just I wanted to control what was coming at me. And if they continued to remain in that toxic, not just, their doing, but my doing too. But if I remained in the negative energies with them, I would not have been too open to receive a relationship again with them. But like I said, God's good to me, and He had my family there when I needed them because of one of the cuts that have been made pertaining to the biggest cut in my life, which is my husband. But that's its own story. So, and maybe in a way they were, having that rift was preparing me for the rift between my husband and I. And then he's technically my ex. He's going to divorce me, and that's whatever. I don't even care anymore. I can't say I don't care, but it doesn't bother me like it did. And I guess that's kind of why I'm even getting into this video. Is just, I'm freaking, I don't want to say proud of myself, more surprised, because it is getting easier to let people leave my life, even if it's not in a good way. It's getting easier to be alone. My anxiety used to take over my life, and I'm so happy to say that I can, not saying that it never flares up, every now and then it does, but so much further and less intense between. When it happens. I'm saying this so wrong. I'm tired. God's just been so good to me, and I thank Him. I appreciate everything I have. Even before this whole quarantine thing, I have been so blessed, and I have been kind of living in my cave of a home. But it's like the most comfortable place for me. It's almost like I've been pampered with just everything I need. Food, my clothes, or I don't really, I wouldn't say food, shelter, clothes, stuff like that. But, I could use some new yoga pants because I've been wearing them all the time because of the quarantine. But anyways, He's been abundant. Not in the way of money necessarily, but the only thing that is bad in my life is when I allow myself to get down about how others have, I don't even want to say treated me, but have corresponded with me or interacted with me, and that's my problem. I need to, shake that shit off, and it is getting easier. And I am getting less offended and less hurt. And now I know I did just make a video the other day where I was blowing off some steam about it, but that's all it was. And I forgive everybody, whether or not they forgive me. I just, I don't know. Life is good, and I'm glad that I am where I am. Especially, I can't talk, especially after what I went through, even though it wasn't the worst anybody could go through. It was definitely a crumbling and rebuilding of the life as I knew it. And luckily I didn't have to start completely from the bottom, but my life has completely changed, and for the better, even though it's had a lot of pain to get there, but I think it's good. what do they say? It doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. So I'm blessed, and I thank God every day for everything, but mainly for my well-being, my health, my mental health, my physical health. Because there's been a few times there where I thought I was going to lose it. I thought I was going to just completely sabotage my existence and my being. But sometimes I have to sit back and recognize that I did come a long way. I am stable. I am grounded in many ways. Not to say I don't fly off and like lose my balance every now and then, but I know what I'm supposed to be striving for. And like I said, I can't be proud. All the glory goes to God. It always does. And I still have my struggles here and there. But overall, I am just so, like I said, surprised. I used to get scared just to be alone, to drive on the highway, and now I kind of do it for a living, and I'm living alone, and I kind of, especially initially, I kind of saw the benefits and the perks. That's what I'm trying to say. The perks to being independent again. And it is crazy because I haven't been this way since since college. Excuse me. I'm not trying to run on forever in this video, but I'm just trying to get out there with just trying to express my gratitude and appreciation, and acknowledge that I have come a long way, and I know there's still more to go, and I just pray to God that I can do it for Him, and that I will continue to have the opportunity to do His will. And I also pray that I take that opportunity and make the best of it, and don't sit in anger and standoffish and regrets and anything of the negative side, the dark side, which I do understand also. You got to have some dark in your life. It's never always going to be so great. And there's going to be some rainy days, but I also know that God is with me, and I have faith that He won't give me anything I can't handle. And I also understand that the worst earthly, humanly things that could happen to me aren't the worst thing that could heavenly happen to me. I don't know if that makes sense. I just need to protect my soul and don't allow people to drag me down. Stay positive, stay loving, stay accepting and compassionate and forgiving and open, no matter what has been done to me, or for me, should I say. Because I'm getting the lessons, and I'm pretty sure I'm trying to catch them all, but I'm pretty sure I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. I should be happy and no complaints and no worries. Even with the whole world, like, I don't want to say falling apart, because I think what it is it's restructuring, it's shifting, it's changing, and it's important to be able to roll with the punches and adapt to those changes. And I think just because I recognize that, I think that I can do that. So yeah, I don't know what I'm getting at. I just love everybody. And I don't know, I'm tired and just reaching out. All right. God bless. And I just hope everybody else is doing well and staying well and healthy and safe. And even if they are down, I hope they know that it's up to them to get back up. And anybody can do it. If I can do it with my crazy, anxiety-ridden self, anybody can do it. You just gotta pull that willpower out. Anyways, I'm going on way longer than I wanted to. Love you. Bye. Good night.